We're back at our favorite Italian restaurant on a gorgeous day. One big seagull.
Specs was not your average seagull. Why? Because he has a name. Specs has a white head and neck speckled with gray, hence the name. His beak, a dull yellow, was slightly crooked, giving him a look that could be mistaken for a frown. Specs lives in Clayton, New York, a quaint little town on the banks of the St. Lawrence River, where the water sparkled under the warm embrace of the sun on a summer's day. On this particular afternoon, Specs had his eyes peeled for the ultimate prize, people food. The smell of Italian food from DiPrinzio's restaurant wafted through the air. Vacationers and locals were enjoying their food too much to leave behind any scraps. He walked the pier, watching for any scraps remaining. His stomach rumbled in protest, and he knew he needed to be diligent if he wanted to claim his share of the left-behind scraps. The river had a little activity today, with some boats whizzing by, leaving trails of frothy white in their wake. Suddenly, he wasn't the only seagull on the pier. His friends had arrived, a flock of his kind with their piercing eyes and hungry squawks. They landed gracefully, their wings folding in like origami, and strutted along the planks, eager for the impending meal. Specs felt a thrill of camaraderie as they all took their positions, scanning the ground for the slightest morsel. As the day drew long, the sun began its descent, casting a warm glow over the town. The buildings took on a soft orange hue, and the river transformed into a ribbon of molten gold. The tourists started to gather their things. The air grew still, and the temperature dropped just enough to signal the approach of evening. Specs knew that the real feast would begin soon, as the humans would be behind a smorgasbord of crumbs and leftovers.